me down to sleep, I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again, I pray the Lord that I now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again, I pray the Lord that I wake.
Welcome to Dinner with the Coaches. I am your host, Nadira Lewis, and I have my amazing visionary coach with me every Sunday, Thomas Taylor III.
Good evening. Woo! Good evening. Back again by popular demand.
Yes. Are you excited as I am about our amazing guest that we're going to have with us tonight?
Yes, I am. I definitely am, because they come with a wealth of knowledge and experience.
Ooh, you guys are in for a treat. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you click the subscribe button, hit the notification button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new video. If you are watching us on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, make sure you click like and share if you are blessed by the content that we have been delivering each and every Sunday. So, Thomas T., why don't you go ahead and introduce our guests and tell them what they have to look to be expected to be able to hear from these amazing women.
So it's going to be all right. So now we all know, typically in the beginning of the year, you have a lot of people that, join the gym, have New Year's resolution to get their health right, their body right, fitness, things of that nature. So I thought it would be a good opportunity, because we're still in that first quarter where people are still trying to make that decision. Some already jumped, some not so sure if they want to jump, but they know, there's something different that they need to do because it's a brand new year. Yeah. Well, we have Lorna and Marshika on, and they are into fitness, health, bodybuilding, right? So today we're going to talk about what are some of the disciplines and attributes of being a champion. And the reason why it was perfect, because Lorna is a figure pro natural competitor, right?
Wow.
Figure pro natural competitor, champion. And her coach, she's a women's natural bodybuilding champion.
Wow.
So these are two champions who are at the highest level of their game. So we're going to talk about what type of discipline did it take them to become champions in that fitness arena.
Ooh, sounds like this is going to be really good. No better way to hear from two people that are already actively doing it, right?
Yeah, awesome. For real.
Well, we're going to play a quick video, and the next faces you'll see will be that of our amazing guests. Thank you for watching. Make sure you call up your coaches, anybody that you know that is in business, or anybody that's struggling with their health issues. Let them know Thomas and Nadira is on now with Dinner with the Coaches. We have an amazing show set up for you. We'll be right back after this. And we are back here with Dinner with the Coaches with my amazing co-host and special guest. Welcome to Dinner with the Coaches.
Woohoo! Welcome, ladies. Welcome. How you guys doing out there?
Doing amazing. How about you guys?
Great.
Good. Simply
Great.
marvelous. Better than good and better than most. It's sometimes even better than that. Good evening, everybody. This evening, we have two champions on our call, and I'm so excited because, again, like I talked about in the introduction, sometimes in the beginning of the year, we have these things, people call them New Year's resolutions, goals, and plans. And we're still in that first quarter of the year where people are still trying to decide which way to go. Some already, joined the gym and or dust off their gym membership and finally actually tried to use a little bit of it, you know what I mean? Because they just felt bad because the clock done turned. It's another year. They did the same thing they did last year, which was absolutely nothing. This year, they want to make it a little bit better. And I want to have you guys on because, you guys are actually doing things at the highest level, champions in terms of from a health perspective, bodybuilding perspective. Lorna, natural competitor pro, Marshika, women's natural bodybuilding. And we're going to start talking about what are some of the disciplines and attributes that it actually took to become a champion. Lorna?
I would say, first of all, that it's got to be a mind-body connection. You have to get your mind right.
Right.
Because anybody can go into the gym and they can work out. But when you want to take it to the next level, it's then training.
Yeah.
It's no longer just working out. Anybody can work out. They go aimlessly from one machine to another. They're not focusing on any specific body part. But you need to have a plan. You need to follow the plan. You need to stick with the plan.
Right.
Trust the plan.
Yes.
So that's what I would say.
All right. And Marshika, as being Lorna's coach, what do you have to add to that?
Well, I would say it all it starts with that decision, that first decision that you don't want to disappoint yourself anymore. Not so much the people around you, but just yourself. Stop disappointing yourself. And once you make that decision, that mindset, just like Lorna just said, you have that mindset, you start making preparation, you get the plan, and you stick to the plan, and you trust the process.
I think so many times people get discouraged because they think that results should come very quickly, like within a week, within 2 weeks. But the body doesn't work like that.
No. Yeah. Or they want to spot check one body part. They want the belly to go down, but they may want the butt to get bigger. Or, it doesn't work like that, And there's a lot of different pieces of the puzzle that I believe a lot of people leave out, that they're not aware of, that plays a major factor in one, how your body is going to transition. If that's something that you're really focusing on, is trying to work out and look good or trying to bring up a different body part, there is certain parts of the puzzle that I believe a lot of people are missing or not really knowing that this will play a key piece in your success. And I say that one with nutrition.
Okay.
That is very key. You cannot expect to work off a bad diet. It does not work like that.
Say that again. Say that again for the people in the back.
You cannot work off a bad diet because the whole pie, 10% is really what you're doing in the gym. And then there's other pieces of the puzzle. 10% is the gym, 10% is genetics, and the other is 80%, which is nutrition. Wow. And if you don't have those components together, you won't see what you're trying to see.
Man.
When you look at some of the clients that some of the gym trainers have,
Yes.
and it's like they look the same month after month because
Year
they're
after
going
year.
right. They're going in for training, but is that trainer giving them a diet? If they have not changed their nutrition, if they're coming in there just to work out, it's almost like you going in there just to work out, but your body is going to look the same. You're going to stay the same because
Right.
of your diet.
Right.
And a lot of times, individuals will come up to Marshika and I in the gym, and they're like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And we can look at them right away and be like, what does your diet look like?
Right.
Tell us what you have for breakfast.
Wow.
They can't even get
Quick
past
assessment.
breakfast. And we're like, are you kidding me?
Right.
All pineapples, bananas, all of that in a smoothie, all that sugar. And that's the thing. People think that fruits are natural sugar, but you can't have all of that.
Right. And that is very key because everybody's individual biochemistry processes things differently. And if you're not knowledgeable or you have not taken the time to learn your body and learn what your body can and cannot process properly, then you're just throwing darts in the dark and just hoping that something or hit the target. But you have to take the time out to learn your body and find out what your individual biochemistry can break down. Because some of these things that we're eating, even though they're classified as healthy, some of these things that we're eating, your own body is not processing it properly. And I say that, and I'll take myself as an example. I love broccoli and I love cabbage. However, my body has a hard time breaking it down. So we may say things like, oh, well, every time I eat this, I get bloated, or I had this and I swelled up, or I feel so heavy after I eat this, or, these different things. And then what it is even though it tastes good in your mouth, or we eat it out of culture or habit, your body may not be processing it properly, which is then hindering your process.
So Marshika and Lorna, you guys are getting pretty deep real fast.
Oh, sorry.
Right? I know this is just like the first date, but you guys are getting deep real quick. So are there any resources outside of Google that can help people with these things that you're talking about? Are there any books, any things of reference where people can start to research, right, to understand these things that you're talking about?
There is a lot of different resources out there, but the issue is, to be honest with you, is people don't want to go and do that research. They want someone to tell them that they can have this look, or this process can be done in a microwave fashion. So they won't take the time to do these proper steps. They won't take the time to get with someone that actually have studied nutrition and learned nutrition and took the time out to implement different things. They will go to, I would say, just the typical trainer, and he will give them a meal plan that is basically a one size fit all.
Nice pictures.
Thank you. A one size fit all, but it may not be what's proper for your body. So you need to get with someone that will take the time out to listen to you, that you can partner with, and that will go through the process of finding out what you need to help you be successful.
Okay, so that brings me to this particular area and this particular topic. The name of this show is Dinner with the Coaches.
Yes.
So it sounds to me like what you're saying is they really need a coach who knows these things and can steer them in the right direction. Is that what you're saying, Marshika?
That is absolutely, that is what I'm saying. Now, when you go to find this coach, you want to make sure that you are able to ask your coach different questions. Just because someone has a title does not mean that they really know what they're doing. You need to interview that person, because this is somebody that you are turning yourself over to. So
Wow.
you need to interview this person, find out, how and what can you do to help me accomplish this goal? Not just go off of because your homegirl or your girlfriend or all of this, and I like what they did or what. You cannot go off of that, because what works for one does not work for the other.
Wow. I hope you guys got your pen and your pads out there, because these young ladies are dropping bombs this evening that can help you maximize the time that you are putting yourself in a position, like Lorna said, going from working out to training, right? Like once you make up your mind, and once that mindset has changed, you can't just, arbitrarily say working out, because I think when you say that, you missed it already, right? Because when you say train, mind, body, and soul, right? They all have to be in unison. There has to be that oneness, because one doesn't really work without the other. So if you don't first change your mindset of why you're going, how will you actually reach your results?
That's right.
Nadira?
Wow, that's interesting. I always say it's the start that stops people. So it's really good to hear somebody else say that you have to make a decision. I think that's the most important thing that she said, out of everything, because all the other stuff is good, but if you don't get control in the beginning of your decision making process, and once you make that decision, usually everything else kind of is a follow along. It's normally making a decision that is usually the hardest.
Right.
People say, I'm gonna do this. Just give me a couple days, or give me the next year, by the summer, by the end of next week, by the time spring come, when the flowers coming out, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna do this. But not realizing that when you actually go and you actually do it, and most people don't realize too, you don't necessarily have to be at a gym. You just have to make a decision to start the process of the lifestyle change, because that's really what it is. It's a lifestyle change. You have people that, that some people might say, well, I can't go to the gym. I gotta, I need to have somebody with me. I'm like one of those. I don't like going to the gym by myself. I like to have somebody with me, so that I can have so I can be motivated, watching them and they watching me, and we can just go at it. Seems like when I go by myself, I'm not as motivated. I kind of cheat. I kind of get in there. It's kind of hard to cheat though when you're on elliptical. You can't really cheat on an elliptical. Once you said that's it, once you get on there, you're stuck. You're either gonna go or stop, right? But you're gonna find out if you a true champion or not. You get on an elliptical, and which is why I think why I think a trainer is good, because that trainer is there, that coach is there to help you push past. Once you made that decision, the coaches are there to help you go past your decision, but they can't make the decision for you. Once you make that decision, those coaches are there to say, okay, now that you said yes, and now you put action to your decision, now I can help you get to the next step. My question is, with the type of training and things that you're doing, and I'm looking at these amazing pictures of these women. I know a lot of people are motivated to work out for different reasons, and I think when you look at it as I'm working out because I want to take care of my body, I want to be here for the longevity of it, But in order to think like the nutrition and the eating habits have to be taken in consideration at all, because you can be cute for a little while, but you got a lot of people who are unhealthy and skinny.
Right.
You got a lot of people who are sick, and their bodies look good. So it's just as important to take care of your inside. And Charmaine and I was talking about that earlier. You got to take care of the inside. You got to take care, because what you put in on the inside, sometimes some people don't even have the strength to work out because they tired. They don't even, their eating habits are so bad. They want to work out. They want to commit to this lifestyle change, but they don't have the energy. You need energy to work out. I know I need the energy. I can't go in there, after having a full breakfast, bacon, egg, and cheese, and and talking about workout. Let me tell you, I had a girlfriend of mine back in the day, like Sunday evenings when we used to come from church. She would cook this big old dinner, and she would be like, and she was in the military, so she was like a workout queen. So she would cook this big old dinner, and everybody sit down, you get the itis, and you'd be like, oh. And she'd be like, all right, come on, Adira, let's go work out. Work out? What? And she would like, let's go run 15 laps. I'm like, girl, I could run it in my head. Like, what? You can't, you have to use wisdom. If you're gonna make a decision to commit to a lifestyle change, you have to use wisdom and know and get with somebody that can help you be routine and how to get it done. So that way you're successful.
And then that's where your food changes from just regular food to fuel, because now you're fueling your machine.
Yeah.
So that if you decide to go and run those 15 laps, you've just given your body the proper gas that it needs to be able to perform that activity.
Yeah, but now we got macaroni and cheese and greens and you know that's soul food. Now when somebody cooking soul food and you sit up there, that stuff sitting at your weight, you ain't, child. I'm like, I can't do it. I don't eat that type of food no more. That stuff is just too heavy on the stomach.
And that's what I want to touch on, Marshika, what you said. But I want to address this to Lorna. You know, for those that are listening, Lorna and I go way back, and I've known Lorna for a lot of years. So Lorna, because now, you know, I've seen you, you know, come in first place in many competitions, and, you know, myself and the tribe are real proud of you. You know, you make us proud because you're out there killing them. But what, in terms of nutritional, like Marshika said, for fuel, like when did you make that transition and how did you start, right? Because there had to be a bridge that you had to create to move from just food to, like Marshika saying, to fuel. So what are some of the things that you actually kind of added into your diet because you know you want to get to that next level?
So I think that I can answer it from one perspective and Marshika can answer it from another, because I'm not a foodie, but she is.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. She's going to come in on the B part because she's the coach.
So for me, making the transition, not being a foodie, was quite simple because I don't love food like that. So for me, I can eat the same thing every day. So my go-to is, it's weird, it's ground turkey, broccoli, a little bit of rice with some mustard.
With some mustard?
Mustard. Okay then.
Because there's nothing in mustard. There's no carbs. There's nothing in mustard.
Is that spicy mustard? Or just yellow mustard?
And she eats that faithfully. Okay, faithfully to that.
Is there something in there? Is there something? Because normally when people select certain foods, it's because they're either I've heard that either you're lacking something or your body is craving something. Is it something?
No, it's just me, my protein, my vegetable, and my little bit of carbs that I need, and it's simple. And I eat it all in a bowl, and there you go. And even when I can be on, like not a strict diet, guess what? I revert right back to that meal, and I'm like,
ground turkey, rice, and broccoli with a splash of mustard.
Yeah.
So listen, I have that same reaction every time she tells me. I went right back to my ground turkey.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
But I understand how some people have struggles with making the transition for food. And that's when I recommend people don't try to take it on all at once. You have to feel like you can see yourself making some small accomplishments. So if you were one that loves sweets, or, come off, instead of eating sweets every night, maybe just come back and have sweets 3 times a night. And then when that first week is gone, you can say, wow, I only have 3 sweets 3 nights instead of the whole week. It's little accomplishments like that I say that people should try to find so that they can feel good about themselves and know, oh, I can do this. I can make some strides.
Awesome. So Marshika, as the coach, like as the one who probably develops the meal plan, instructs the meal plan. We got a question we're going to take in a moment, Mr. Dira. Instructs the meal plan and then make sure that the meal plan is being followed. How is that process?
I'm sorry, I was reading that question at the
yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
Say that again. I
We go,
apologize.
Nadira, you got the question because we'll come back to Charmaine's
Yes,
question there.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I said as a coach, right? As Lorna's coach, how is that process to help her transition to a particular meal? Because more than likely you set some of the meals in the beginning because
Right.
you wanted to get to a destination, right? Because
Right.
she didn't, you know, Lorna didn't start off as a champion, right?
Right.
It was a gradual progression until she became number one.
Right. So I always say that this is a relationship,
Okay.
between the two. And there's no secrets. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. And if you don't tell me about that, then we can't make the proper adjustments for, to be able to make things happen the way we need it to happen. Let's say if you are wanting to compete. Even with lifestyle clients, it's the same thing. You have to have an open relationship with the person that you have turned yourself over to, so that when when they've set a certain meal plan in place or a certain training in place, they're expecting for you to execute this, and they're expecting for certain results to happen. So then if these results are not happening the way that this coach has put these things in place and believed that it was going to fall into place, then we got to talk about, what happened. Is your sleep off? Did you this? Did you that? We got to find what is the glitch in the system that did not allow us to hit that target that we were shooting for. So whether if it was to lose 5 pounds or whether if it was to, come down a certain kind of way, like for Lorna, her body is very particular. So we got to make sure I have to keep her eating, because her metabolism is so fast. Right. I have to keep her eat a biscuit, eat some grits, eat this, eat that. It's not gonna hurt you. And she's that person that I have to say, it's not gonna hurt you to eat 10 hash browns, or it's not gonna hurt you to eat this, that, a cup of rice, because her body metabolism is so fast. And so I have to keep her in a safe zone, because as women, we have to keep a certain amount of body fat on us to protect our female organs. So for someone like Lorna, it's like, okay, I have to make sure that she stays safe. Now she will drop, and where the scale doesn't even pick her up anymore. It's like it's all blank. Okay, so we cannot live there. We can't stay there. So what I'm gonna need you to do?
You got a lot of ladies looking at Lorna like, oh really?
Yeah. So that's where I say, you have to, when you go and look for this coach, this trainer, this nutritionist, this has to be somebody that you are going to trust and know that they have your best interest at heart. Someone that's not going to set you up for later on down the line. Now you have your metabolism has crashed and you don't understand why you're not losing weight, or it's just a whole lot of other problems that come along later. So for someone like Lorna, like I said, I have to make sure, look, go eat that pasta, go eat that grits, go this, go that, because I want to keep her in a safe zone. Because when she decides that she's done with bodybuilding, I want her to be able to walk away and not have any kind of health issues that came from bodybuilding. That's one of the reasons why we continue to stay natural as well, because of the different things that other stuff can do to your body as you get older. So now it's the same way with lifestyle clients. I have a relationship with them one-on-one. You have to be completely honest with me, so that if I found out why are we not losing this particular weight, we need to see what the glitch in the system is. And I need to be able to make those adjustments, whether if it's your sleep is off, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. We got to find out what it is so that your adjustments can be made.
So Marshika, I'm going to ask you, because we're going to go to break and then we'll come back and answer Charmaine's question. When you say lifetime clients, what is the definition?
Lifestyle.
Yeah. What is that definition? What does that mean?
That is someone that they want to, like me. I started out, I was obese, and I wanted to change my life. I wanted to not be categorized as someone that was morbidly obese anymore. I wanted to come out of that category, get out of the 2X, and get into a healthy body weight for my age, for my height. I wanted to be around for my kids. I didn't want to be on any medication, different things like that. So I was a lifestyle transition, and then that went to bodybuilding.
Gotcha. Okay. So lifestyle is just everyday clients, just every day.
Somebody just want to lose some weight, or somebody that is they want to live longer. They want to get off whatever medications that they're on. That type of person, a lifestyle person.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. All right. So hey, we're gonna. I hope everybody's enjoying this, because these are two champions. They're dropping gems. They're dropping bombs on us, starting from the mind, starting from the mindset. Very, very, very critical. We're going to go to break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to answer Charmaine's question about plant-based. Plant-based.
Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Get you $1 or something. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Get you $1 or something. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Get you $1 or something. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Get you $1 or something. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google.
Stop. I want it. I got it. 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 I want it. I got it.
IBG Careers is looking for customer service representatives to service their clients from home. If interested, please apply at www.ibgcareers.com.
Let's work. Yo, it's go time, showtime, never backing down time. One shot, yo, make it count, yo. Crunch time, shine time, make this moment my time. Get a grip, yo, ready, set, go. We bring the thunder. Bring the thunder. Let's work. Bring the thunder. Let's go. Bring the thunder. Let's work. Bring the thunder. Let's go. Yeah, it's my time, yo time. Step into the spotlight. Get lit, yo. Let yourself go.
On how to create content videos that pop, which means I'm going to show you how to take your creativity and how to
combine it with the right tools to be able to create a video that your audience will love. It's not so much the video that makes things pop. It's your creativity. It takes your creativity, your unique gift in certain areas, combined with the right tools to produce the results that you need. Your audience is attracted to you. Your audience is attracted to your energy and your vibe. And I'm going to show you how to take that energy and vibe and put it in a video so that you can be able to market whatever product or service that you have. So,
do you need a coach? Do you need help in the area of life and business? Get coaching from a team of experts here at Dinner with the Coaches with Thomas and Nadira. Inbox for more information. And we are back here with Dinner with the Coaches. I thought you'd like that, Thomas.
Yeah. Can we give a round of applause for my awesome partner with all those commercials, boy? We all sit there like, wow. Like, wow, yeah, that's up, boy. She's awesome, boy. She is awesome. Darren, why don't you go ahead and go right into that question?
Yes, so we want to take the time to thank each and every one of you that are watching. If this is your first time watching us, welcome to Dinner with the Coaches. If you've missed the first half, make sure if you're watching the replay that you type in #replay. And if you have any questions, make sure you put it in the comment and we'll be sure to answer you on the broadcast. If we don't get it on the broadcast, we will respond in the comments. So we had a question from Charmaine, who is a naturopath, an herbal naturopath. And Charmaine wants to know, what are your takes on becoming a bodybuilder being plant-based? That's a good question. So who wants to tackle that?
Marshika, you can start. Lorna can piggyback.
Well, I am a firm believer in plant-based because of the different benefits that it gives to the body. Being a bodybuilder plant-based, it definitely can be done. I would definitely suggest that you add a shake, a protein shake that is plant-based, that has anywhere from 25 to 30 grams of protein in it, to make sure that you're getting what you need to build the muscle needed for bodybuilding. Of course, I guess with you wondering about plant-based, you know that a lot of the dark leafy greens have protein in it, but it wouldn't be enough for bodybuilding. So you would need to add something extra. So I would suggest getting a plant-based protein powder to make sure that you are getting some amino acids, or even adding an additional amino tab or a glutamine tab to help with getting the amino acids that you need to build that muscle.
Wow. Awesome. Lorna, and how have your experience been with plant-based? Because you turned me on to some plant-based protein.
Yeah, I actually just started a new plant-based protein because I have been using the same one for a number of years. And so your body, doesn't quite perform the same when you've gotten so used to the same product. So I started this new plant-based protein and I really like it. And in the interim, I was using it with chocolate almond milk, but I'm come off of sugar. So I ran out of the chocolate almond milk, and I always see Marshika mixing her shake, her protein with water. I was like, well, let me try it. Because I get chocolate plant-based. I get chocolate protein. So it wasn't so bad. And I was like, okay, I think I can do without the chocolate almond milk and just do water.
That sounds like it was a large stretch for you, a huge stretch, Lorna.
Well, the huge stress is coming off of sugar. Not that I'm a big dessert sweet eater, but my coffee has the cream. So I off of that, and I'm just using stevia, no cookies, no ice cream, no chocolate covered almonds.
Oh my
off of
goodness.
sugar.
Yo, you give me some chocolate chip cookies, you got me, boy.
Right.
You got me, man.
I
got so much stress, man.
It's funny you mentioned chocolate chip cookies because I just saw plant-based chocolate chip cookies, Thomas.
What?
It's at Kroger's. They have plant-based chocolate chip cookies. I said, oh yeah, I gotta try these. I like them.
They can't be by Nabisco.
Right.
No.
No, they definitely are not by Nabisco.
Oh, just checking. Just checking.
No, they
they're not
definitely
by
not by
Pillsbury.
Nabisco. Definitely not. But yeah, I saw that. I was
Wow.
like, woo, look at this. Now I got an excuse to eat cookies.
Wow.
I have a question though, and this is what for either of you to answer, or both of you can answer. Why bodybuilding? Is there a benefit to sculpting your body in a specific way? Is it more of a sport, or is it more for added health reasons?
Lorna, go ahead. Is she
And
frozen?
Okay, there she
I
goes.
would say that for me, it's more of the look.
Okay.
Because when I look back now at younger pictures and my arms are no definition, I'm like, ooh, those are some skinny arms. I mean, and I've gotten to the point where, and I think a lot of women think bodybuilding looks manly,
Right.
but as a natural competitor, you just look really toned and
Yes.
it looks nice.
Right.
You know, it's overall just looks nice. And I think for me, because as I'm getting older, not as old as Tom, because I'm the baby out of the bunch.
Yeah, I can see you though. You're
Almost,
not too far behind us. I can
right,
see you.
almost
I
the
can see
double
you.
nickel. Almost the double nickel. This
Yeah.
helps me keep my
Yeah,
mind
she is the baby of our
focused
bunch.
and working out so that I can have a healthy body. So when I go to the physician and they're like, well, what medications are you on?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not on
None.
anything.
Yeah.
They're like, nothing,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's hard for them to believe. I told them the same thing. They couldn't believe it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. They were
Wow.
surprised. Yeah.
Right.
So we about to go one level deeper. As you can see, time goes by fast, and you guys are doing an excellent job giving our listeners a wealth of information and a wealth of knowledge, because this is a topic that a lot of times people don't just slow down for a moment and just kind of dig deep and get a better understanding of these things that you guys are talking about. Because one side, and I love having both of you on here, because one side is the actual, individual who's utilizing the information that she's getting from her coach, right? And one can't really be successful without the other. I mean, that's what's, to me, that's the beauty of this all, because on Dinner with the Coaches, that's what we really promote. And people really don't understand the importance of that in their life. We're specifically talking about an area in terms of nutrition, working out, and training. But now I kind of want to transition. And the question is, based upon being disciplined and also having these particular attributes that we talked about, how do you transfer that into your everyday life?
That's a good question.
Lorna?
I think the discipline just definitely has transferred over. So I have a doctorate in marketing, a
Okay.
PhD. So I teach online courses.
Okay.
So I can have at any given time a semester between, I don't know, 80 and 100 students all online.
Wow.
So I have to have to discipline myself where I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to start grading. Because
Wow.
I know that I'm grading from 3 to 6 a.m. I'm taking a nap from 6 to 7. I'm hitting the gym at 7, by 8 o'clock. And then I'm working out. I come home, then I have to grade. So I think that same discipline with going to the gym every day. Even Marshika has to ask me, are you okay with having 2 rest days? Because she knows I just love the gym and it's hard for me not to go. But that the same discipline has affected my lifestyle.
Right.
Wow.
Where I know that I have to do certain things and it's not even a thought process. I say that I have to do it, and then I've disciplined myself so much that I'm able to, just take it on and just keep moving with it.
Wow.
Right.
Awesome. Marshika?
So I definitely agree with everything she just said. For me, it allows me, one, to have that accountability to myself, to set a goal and make sure that I hit it. and main thing really is time management. It allows me to take my 24 hours and just like Lorna said, she from 3 to 6, she this from this. It allows me to take my 24 hours and maximize it as much as possible. You know, and nothing is, my time is not negotiable for anything. This is what I'm doing. This is what at this particular time, and nothing is going to interrupt that particular thing, whether if it is for me to get a nap or sleep, or whether if it's for me to spend time with my family, whether if I'm with my clients, or if it's my time to get my training in the gym. Nothing is going to interrupt that particular time, because this is how I set my time, my 24 hours, to be able to be accountable to myself and the people around me that are expecting for me to do certain things that I said that I'm going to do. So it allows you to be more disciplined in a lot of different areas. You know, I live by my calendar. I put everything on the calendar, make sure if I say I'm going to do something, then I do my best to be there, because your word is your bond. So if you don't have your time management in place, and you double booking and triple booking, now when you told somebody something, your word is not your bond anymore, because you weren't accountable to the things that you said you were going to do, because you did not manage your 24 hours correctly.
Wow, that's awesome. And you know, that comes to mind. That brings something else to mind. How did you guys transition and pivot when COVID hit? Because COVID shut the gyms down. Well, COVID shut the world down. Let me say the whole thing. COVID shut the world down. So how did you guys transition with that same mindset?
For me, I went to working out in my garage. I have equipment in my garage.
Yeah, we see that back there.
Yeah,
Marshika.
you know,
we see that. We see that. We see that.
So it was the same thing. I went from working out in my garage. I also have a studio. I would still go into my studio sometimes. I would have, you know, Zoom trainings. It was we had to get creative. We had to get creative and do different things. I mean, you know, from the band workouts to the body weight workouts to calisthenics. So I mean, we just had to get creative, you know, to not go into that dark place, you know, that could set you back, you know, where you don't want to be.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. Lorna?
I think I did about the same thing. I have like a mini gym in the basement, so I was able to keep myself active. I will say that I got a little bit more lazy, but I made sure that I did it.
Gotcha.
I still had to make sure, you know, it was like I cannot just sit around and, you know, just be lazy. That's not me. So I had to force myself. I even got my daughter involved. I went and got like a tire, you know, from the tire depot to flip. So whatever was necessary just to keep myself active.
Now that's a good point, though, and this is for Marshika. As a coach, do you see when and if people kind of slow down and regress? Does it take the opposite effect on them? Like all the work that they put in, does it kind of become counterproductive when they don't stay consistent in terms
It
of their
does.
body?
It does, and you know that's one thing with when you do find a coach, somebody that you partner with, that coach will start to know your habits. They'll become they are going to learn you, and they'll start seeing things and paying attention to different things, and then they want to have a conversation with you to try to see what's going on. How can we talk this out? You know, what's going on with you so that we can get you back in the mindset or in the frame of, you know, grinding again. Whatever that takes, you got to be able to talk it out. You know, it's almost like a counseling session. You know, you just need somebody. Sometimes they just need somebody to listen to them. You know, and vent, and you'll find out why they're actually going backwards. You know, whether if it's the scale not moving, or maybe the scale went up, or you know, anything. You know, maybe they ate something they weren't supposed to eat, that set them back, some comfort food or something like that. You know, find out why did they take this backward step, you know, and you have to let them know. As a coach, you have to let them know that it's okay, you know, that even though we fell off, it's okay. We here, we're gonna dust it off and we're gonna get right back up and we're gonna keep moving. Because especially if it's a lifestyle client, because you do have bad days. You are going to, you know, have a day where things are just not going to go right, and you may need some chocolate or a chocolate chip cookie or something, you know, and it's okay. But let's not stay in that bad place. Right.
I need a hit.
Right, I need a hit. You know, and like I always tell people, I always tell either my lifestyle clients or my competitors, if don't nobody understand, I understand, because I've been in both places.
Amen.
So I know I've been on where you're trying to get to.
Amen. Nadira, can we put that picture up of Marshika so people can really get an eyeful of what she's really talking about? The before and after one that she sent in.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me get that one up.
I really want people to get an idea of why she's so passionate about what she's talking about, outside of Lorna being, you know, one of her top clients. I mean, Lorna's transformation has been incredible, because those of us that are in her tribe, we watched it.
Wow.
Up close and personal, boy. And boy, we proud of her.
Wow. Okay, hold on.
But when I saw Marshika's before and after, boy, I showed my wife, man. She was like, ooh. She was like, ooh. Now, just in case you don't know what dedication look like, this is what dedication look like. I said, how can you say dedication without no words?
Right. Right.
Yeah, I looked at that picture and I thought, this has got to be a joke. This is not. This must be. Ain't nowhere in the world. I was like, that is like, okay, I'm about to pull it up. I was like, wow, like.
It wasn't one of those fake before and afters where the tattoos on the opposite side, the shoulders different. Nah, come on, y'all, man. Come on. Y'all could have did a better job than that on Photoshop. Come on, man. Y'all not fooling me.
I was like, what in the world?
This was the real deal.
I had to look again. I had to do one of those, like how we do back in the days. You kind of just like you look and you be like, okay, let me
do a double take.
Do a double. Let me look inside. Let me look at the screen. Let me zoom.
Right.
Yes.
And make
sure. Marshika, how long did it take you for that transformation?
So from that one, actually that picture that was on there, if that's the same one I'm thinking about with the camouflage top on, that was
in the water or something, your feet in the water.
Right. So that took me about 10 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's not bad.
You know, and that picture right there, that wasn't even my heaviest. I had already came down some and was a personal trainer and group instructor and teaching health and wellness classes. So that picture right there is not even my heaviest.
Oh my gosh. You guys keep talking while I'm transferring and getting it up.
Wow.
So
you had clients already and you were training?
With that picture right there, yes, I was already, and I've been going for some years. Yeah.
Wow.
I was going for some years when that picture was taken.
Okay, so let's get a little bit deeper. Like, what clicked? Like, so there had to be a transformation. Like, something had to click for you
to start my lifestyle journey.
No, to get where that picture shows you in terms of your after.
So what clicked was when I started my lifestyle journey, I used to get this magazine called Oxygen Magazine.
Okay.
And I used to look at the bodies in there, and I always used to, you know, fantasize of having that body, you know, and
vision board.
So actually, when you know, during the process of me doing my lifestyle change, and that's a whole different how that started is a whole different conversation.
Yeah, that's part two.
Yeah, that's part two. But during the course of the lifestyle change, and I'm looking at these pictures of these beautiful women with their bodies, you know, I was like, I just want to see one chick in here that's got a body like me, that's shaped and curvy like me. And I found her.
There you go.
And I found, this picture right here, I was already a personal trainer, a group instructor. I was teaching health and wellness classes. I was out right here. This was 2000. I can't even think of what year this was. This was, I think I was like 38 right here. But yeah, so it was, I was already in the flow of things, already in the flow. But my husband when I found a girl in the Oxygen magazine, I said her body is shaped like mine. She's a curvy chick, but she's, she's toned and she looks good with it.
She's tight. Yeah.
Right. She looked good. So he took the picture and he cut her head off and he put my head on it.
Wow.
And he put it on my wall. And so when he did that, all I could do, and he made it so big that I could not help but look at this body. And so, I just wanted that body. And before I actually stepped on stage, I punked out from competing 5 different times.
Wow.
And it was because I could not get my nutrition. I could not wrap my mind around eating, the way that I needed to eat.
Rabbit food.
Right. Well, not really rabbit food. I couldn't let go completely of the chocolate chip cookies and the fried chicken.
Come on, somebody.
Something in that chocolate. It's something in that chocolate.
You have a brother shaking, boy. Like going to rehab, boy.
Yeah. Right.
Conspiracy. Charmaine said yes, it became a reality. Defining moments are powerful.
Yes. So when I got to the point of I got tired of disappointing myself, where I was like, you know what, I'm just not gonna punk out no more. I actually hired a coach. And I started the process. I started my journey from September to February. And then I hired a coach from February to July. And I literally turned my brain off from what I knew or what I thought I knew. And we rocked all the way until we got on stage.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I realized at that time I could not do it by myself because I kept failing myself. Wow. So I needed somebody else on the outside to kind of just keep pushing me and telling me, you can do it. I'm here. Keep going, And when I had those bad days, somebody that will listen. Because it's not easy. Whether if you're doing a lifestyle change or even if you're trying to get on stage, either way, that road is not easy.
Yeah. Wow. I think I punked out, I don't know how many times before. And my thing was getting on stage in a bikini.
Right.
I was like, what? You have no clothes.
Right.
A string.
And listen, and when she did her first show, she said, no, I'm just going to do one show and that's it. I'm just going to do one. And then she did her show. And I think it was that night. No, the next morning, early in the morning, she texted me. I done picked out 3 other shows.
she got bit, huh? She got bit, huh?
And she has been busting heads since.
For real, amen. And we are proud of her, boy. Oh yeah, we watch your transition.
Yes. You have a lot. I guess I want to know, like, when you were in the gym and you're around other women, do you feel? Is there a sense of intimidation, or are they inspired, or are they like? I'm interested to kind of know what that's like when you're around other women.
It's a little bit of both. You get, and it's the same with men as well.
Wow.
Word. Word. I can imagine.
A little bit of both.
What is? Do you have anybody that actually approach you? That's like, wow.
And it's funny, like when me and Lorna are together, it's like she's so little and I'm tall. So it's like, they don't know who to approach. She looked friendly, but then she looked kind of crazy. So and it's funny because it's from the men and the women. And it's like, some are like, oh my God, you guys look amazing, this, that, and the other. I want to look like that. I want to do this. What do you do? But then when we start talking about that dedication, It's like
dedication and the diet.
and the diet. They're like,
I don't know
Word.
about that.
Word. They tap out. They tap out.
Mhm.
Yeah, they tap out.
It costs to be in shape. It costs to be. It costs to be in
Oh
shape.
my goodness,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
Wow. Well, oh my goodness, ladies. It's at the top of the hour, man. We just getting started. See, I told y'all, man. I told you guys, boy, we just getting started. If you guys would like, you are more than welcome to come back because
Yes.
I think we're really starting to get to the real depths of the story.
Yeah.
Right? Because all of us have them in all different aspects of our life. And sometimes those stories are the things that drive us to greatness, right? You were born that way. We have it inside of us, right? But what happens is our past, unfortunately, dictates our future.
Right.
Till we get to a point where we say, enough. That's it. I'm not going to no longer allow the things that happened to me in the past dictate where I'm going. I'm going to create a new shift, a paradigm shift, a new future for myself and the people that's coming behind me, my loved ones, my children, even my grandchildren that's unborn.
Yes.
Right? That's a decision. And a lot of times people they don't know what that feels like until they see somebody else who did it.
Right.
That's the importance of a coach, right? That's why we need to show Dinner with the Coaches because, and I say this all the time, unfortunately, especially in our community, African American community, we don't go and sit on couches, right? That's not what we do. We try to deal with our own issues by ourselves. Only time we go there is if we direct it, like we have to go based upon some instructions.
Right.
But just go to sit on a couch to talk about the things that impacted us, we don't do that. I said, and unfortunately, what we do is we attribute a couch to a coach because we say, well, why would I pay somebody to do what I already know how to do? Well, if you was disciplined to do it, you would have done it already.
Right. And you will stop disappointing yourself.
That's the benefit of a coach. Hence why we started this show, and it's starting to pick up more and more steam because we got to continuously get that word out.
Yeah.
Right. And change people's mindset to realize it's okay because I can talk about from Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Venus and Serena. You know what they have in common? They all have a coach.
Right.
No matter what level of success that they're on, they always have to answer to somebody else.
That's right.
To hold them accountable. Now here it is. We're living our daily life. We have a lifestyle, and we think we don't need somebody to hold us accountable. No, we don't want to invest in ourselves.
Yeah.
That's the challenge, right? So Marshika, off the record, do you have an AARP discount? Because I'm next class.
I like to also say too. I think that a lot of people. This is something I just recently been thinking about. I think too, a lot of people are hesitant to get coaches or really don't understand the coaching industry, the coaching world, and how they benefit them. Is because I believe that as coaches, we have to do better at representing what we're an expert at, right?
Right.
And I think what happens is people are they get discouraged. It's almost like they feel like it's almost like a false advertisement. We advertise results that are either one, unrealistic, or two, we're not honest with them and let them know the work that needs to be involved. And then we have our part as the accountability partner, right? Some people may think, well, the results are not my responsibility. Well, it kind of is, because if I pay you to keep me accountable, that means that you should be on my case. You should be always instructing me. And I think sometimes people are a little reluctant because coaches haven't done their job. In some cases, not in all the cases, but in some cases, there are some coaches that are not doing their part, and people are paying thousands of dollars for surface coaching. For somebody just to kind of just say, hey, just do this, just do that. People want to, sometimes it takes, coaches, we come right alongside of you and we say, look, this is what you need to do next. We kind of give you a forecast and a plan and a strategy to get to your desired place.
Right.
And it takes a commitment on both parties to actually see the results come to pass. And I think that's probably a lot of the reasons why, especially our people, African American people, are a little reluctant, because we are really good at making transactions without making transformations.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I agree 100%.
I need to be a t-shirt.
Yeah. As you guys can see, your brother's outnumbered, but I'm loving every minute of it, boy. So we're gonna let you guys have the last word. We want you guys to give everybody your information. We're gonna do it now when we come back.
Yeah, when we come back, we're gonna take a break first, and then when we come back, then we'll allow them to give them because that's what you were doing, right? You were trying to get them to have So and that's if that's up with you, because you're my partner. I gotta have my partner.
That's fine. And then at the end, you guys stay on, because we pretty much talk after. So you guys stay on.
Thank you. Charmaine said this was great. Thank you so much. So absolutely. Thank you, Charmaine, for watching. We're going to take our last break, and then we'll be back with our amazing coach and Dr. Lorna, Deshay, bodybuilding, lifestyle coaches and specialists and all that good stuff. No, I'm not. They ladies with strong arms. They're the statue lady with the strong arms. We'll be right back.
Awesome, boy.
Author, life, and business coach, founder of the Becoming a Woman of Proverbs, Wisdom, and Entrepreneur Academy. Thanks so much for stopping by our site. Make sure you check out our on-demand courses. And if you have any questions or you would like to book a call with me, make sure you click the link below and we'll go ahead and get you started on the way to becoming the best version of who you were ordained to be. IBG Careers is looking for customer service representatives to service their clients from home. If interested, please apply at www.ibgcareers.com.
Let's work. Yo, it's go time, showtime, never backing down time. One shot, yo, make it count, yo. Crunch time, shine time, make this moment my time. Get a grip, yo, ready, set, go. We bring the thunder. Bring the thunder. Let's work. Bring the thunder. Let's go. Bring the thunder. Let's work. Bring the thunder. Let's go. Yeah, it's my time, yo time. Step into the spotlight. Get lit, yo. Let yourself go.
On how to create content videos that pop, which means I'm going to show you how to take your creativity and how to combine it with the right tools to be able to create a video that your audience will love. It's not so much the video that makes things pop. It's your creativity. It takes your creativity, your unique gift in certain areas, combined with the right tools to produce the results that you need. Your audience is attracted to you. Your audience is attracted to your energy and your vibe. And I'm going to show you how to take that energy and vibe and put it in a video so that you can be able to market whatever product or service that you have. So,
do you need a coach? Do you need help in the area of life and business? Get coaching from a team of experts here at Dinner with the Coaches with Thomas and Nadira. Inbox for more information.
Bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google.
Stop. I want it. I got it. 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 I want it. I got it.
All right, and we are back in our final segment with Dinner with the Coaches with our amazing guest, Dr. Lorna Deshay and Coach Marshika P. Coach T?
I want it. I got it. I want it. I got it.
Want it? I got it. No, you got to put the face looking. I want it.
Yeah.
I
was caught up in the commercial.
I got it.
Again, you guys, it was a plum pleasing pleasure spending some time with you guys. I mean, a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of information, and it was very important. Not only can you teach it, but you personify it, right? You lived it, you're living it in the midst of family, children, all these other levels of responsibility. And that's why I want, you guys to come on today, just to share with the listening audience what it really takes to be a champion, not just on the stage in front of people, but on the stage of life, right? Because every day we wake up and breathe another breath of fresh air, we have another opportunity to get it right and or do something that we didn't do. If we change our mindset, like Lorna stated in the beginning, if we get disciplined, like Coach Marshika is saying, because it's transferable to other areas of our life, right? And when we have a winning attitude and a winning spirit, you wake up different, right? Your energy is different. You move different.
Right.
When life happens, it doesn't take you out, right? Because Les Brown always says, if you can look up, then you can get up, right? So regardless of the things that happen, I think just having that champion mindset and that experience allows you to move and operate differently, right? So when things come and things happen, it's called life. Because you understand what it takes to be a champion, it doesn't impact you and affect you in the same way that it does everybody else. Because they didn't channel that energy and they didn't move their mindset to a higher vibration in order to overcome it. So we're gonna let you guys go ahead and close out. I'm sure Nadira she'll jump back in, and just to give the people your information, how they can contact you, how they can reach out to you, if they need some assistance, and if they want some coaching, right? So Lorna, you can start, and then your coach can wrap us up.
Well, my information won't be for coaching. Even though I'm a certified trainer, I always push people to her because I have seen her firsthand transition individuals. I mean, just some people, an older woman who was in her 60s, that it was on her bucket list to compete. The way she transformed this lady naturally, it's just amazing. So I do have a bias that anybody that needs coaching, especially in the Atlanta area and outside the Atlanta area, because she does do some self-service coaching if you're familiar with working out. She can also do that. And everything that she speaks is truth, that she takes a whole heart into the person. And I think if an individual wants to really take care of their temple, as God has given us this temple to live in, and treat it right and do it right, then you need to get on some kind of plan if you're having your own struggles. So I would definitely say, to reach out to Marshika as a coach.
Awesome.
You about to make me tear up over here. I'm a pump.
How did the scenario go with this 60-year-old lady who wanted to compete? I mean, that's extraordinary.
I actually met her teaching a cycle class. She came to take a cycle class that I was teaching at a box gym, and we just got to talking. Very nice lady, and she just started asking me questions about my body and stuff like that. And then she said she always wanted to do it as a bucket list. Matter of fact, she's in one of those pictures that you posted.
Oh
yeah, she's in that picture, and she said she wanted to do it for her birthday. And so we set that goal. We found the show, and she turned her brain off. She trusted me, and we hit that target. And she was so, just to see her on stage just light up because she accomplished that goal. When the doctors told her that she would never be able to run again, we actually, during the course of her prep, we did a 5K. We did the Peachtree Road race, and so all of those were different things that we were able to accomplish during the course of her prep time, because, we started fueling her body properly, and we just started taking some necessary steps to heal her knees and doing different things, different exercises that would, strengthen her knees again. So just the whole journey that she went through, and the end result was to get on stage. It was like a lot of different little accomplishments during that road. And she did it. She absolutely did it. And yes, I cried when she was on stage.
Yeah.
I
can imagine, boy. I'm sure that was very emotional.
It was.
You know what I mean? To see her actually accomplish. And it really wasn't about winning or losing. It was about accomplishing the goal and enjoying the journey.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Enjoying the journey, yes.
Yeah, sometimes in life we get caught up in the result, and we miss the journey. You know what I mean?
And she actually was about 90% plant-based.
Oh, for Charmaine.
For Charmaine, yep, she was about 90% plant-based during that journey.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible. So let them know. Hopefully Nadir could get back in. How they could get in contact with you, Marshika?
They can reach me on Instagram at fit_chick007 or tmybbfitness.com. Also on Facebook under Marshika Quarterman Pazant. Any one of those areas is definitely, you can get to me.
Awesome. Wow. We have my partner back. We have Mr. Garrett back.
Yes.
We can close this out, bring us on home. And again, if you guys, have the time, I know you're busy, but it's just a word, a phone call, a text. Say, hey, you guys have some time, because I think there's another level, Marshika, when you started to talk about your journey, like your story. I mean, that is so, it's so much inside of that, because Lorna didn't even share hers yet. And Lord knows, I know she has one. I promise you, boy. But it's important, right? Because your stories is what move people, right? Because it's relatable. But don't get me started. Mr. Derek, go ahead and close this out. It's already 20 after, boy.
Yes,
we can keep going.
You already know it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to join us on Friday with Sisterhood Check-In. Thank you Thank you all of you that are watching on the replay. Make sure you put #replay and let us know where you're watching from. We'll see
you guys stay on.
Yes, we'll see you on next week.
I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I wake.